video is sponsored by STS Footwear. Footwear of the fans, by the fans, for the fans. Get your own Gator sneakers at stsfootwear.com and use the code GTFans for $15 off at checkout.
When you look at Florida's defense, I guess number 58, John Grenard, is probably the guy that stands out to you. What is it about them that stands out?
Yeah, I mean, everything about to say about the defense is John Grenard, big, fast, strong, and attacks the ball, and we're definitely aware of that, and we definitely know what we have to do to counteract that. We have to be decisive. I have to be decisive about my play and about my decision making and kind of being smart. In games like these, turnovers influence the game more critically than anything else. So being aware and being cognizant about the play, every play is different from each other. And just being aware of, play by play, what do I have to do? Okay, this play is called, all right, now go through my assignments. Our next play call, go through my assignments for that specific play and not kind of worry about the play before or the play looking forward to. Taking it play by play and kind of just eliminating the turnovers, to zero if possible. And just, making sure that we're executing at a high level.
Now, when you look at that secondary, obviously C.J. Henderson is not going to be available for the bowl, but it's very talented, very young. When you look at a guy like Marco Wilson, the veteran on there, what's something that kind of attracts you to his game? Like, what's something that stands out?
Oh man, I mean, he's always always near the ball, and we definitely got to be aware he covers ground fast, and just for us and for the receivers, just doing our technique to get open and kind of create separation, and kind of it's going to be a game of tight windows, and we're going to have to take them tight windows as we can get them. I mean, these are not going to be open, and we got to execute, and I got to throw it and place the ball, and we got to catch it, and we got to secure the ball at a high level, because they'll come down, he'll come down and hit you, and we gotta make sure that we're on top of more so than we have been about securing the ball and securing the ball and completing the ball and moving the chains forward.
Now, you face Bronco Mendenhall's defense at practice every day. I've seen it looks like they're very aggressive.
Yeah,
what's something that you face them? What stands out?
They're chaotic, and it's good for us because we get different looks every snap. One looks and they're exotic about what they do, and one looks is not the same as what it is when you see it on pre-snap and post-snap, and which is it's good for us because it trains us to our eye discipline, our down the field coverage. Receivers know managing zones, and I can see train my eyes to not get comfortable with just one look that I see. They're very chaotic, and their identity, if I had to say one thing, is havoc. So that's if I had to describe it in one word, havoc would definitely be the word I would use to describe them. But as an offense, you love it because when you get in the games, everything seems slower and everything seems like slow down and slow pace, so where it's easy to recognize and see and deliver.
What is having Joe Reed back for you on offense do to you?
I mean, it stresses the defense to kind of put eyes on different places. Haas is Haas. He's going to attract all the attention. Janet's going to attract attention, and then having Joe Reed back, along with Billy Kemp and other guys that are emerging, is definitely going to make it harder on defense to kind of say, okay, he's over here, but he's over here. So where do we, where can we, try to manipulate our defense to make sure to take away this throw? But if we take away this throw, then how we have a one-on-one backside with this guy. So it stresses the defense kind of, so they can't focus on one person. And Haas is definitely, Joe is definitely a big part of our offense as far as and the things in our identity that we do. So it's exciting to have him back as a player, and just to know as a person how much he, this game means to him, and how much his team means to him. For him to be back for his last game, it's definitely, it means the world to him. It means the world to us because he's just a great guy outside of football, and we know how much he loves us and how much he loves the game.
My final question. It seems like, Mendenhall and Mullen both took over programs that were having down years. They've both been able to turn around pretty quickly. What it would mean to kind of cement that turnaround with a win on Monday, especially for the Virginia program?
It means the world because Coach Mendenhall and how he runs things is built for growth. And looking at last year, we won 8 wins and won our last bowl game. And, growth can only happen if it's better than last year. So we won our last bowl game last year against the SEC opponent. Now we have to win our bowl game this year against the SEC opponent. And for this team to go to 2 wins, to 6 wins, to 8 wins, to 9 wins now, and looking for a 10th win, it's going to mean a lot, not even for this year, but for years to come, as far as looking at Virginia as a national powerhouse. And that's what kind of, this team, and that's what kind of Coach Mendenhall is building Virginia to be. And it starts with this game, and this game is going to have a lot to do with the outcome of future years and recruitment. Definitely, that's always a big part of it. About moving forward and looking at Virginia as one of the greats of the nation.